Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The email notification chimed while I was rinsing breakfast dishes. Harmless. Ordinary. Familiar. I dried my fingers on a towel and tapped the message open, expecting another routine promotion from the hotel chain my husband always used for his work trips. Instead, I froze. The subject line read, "Your anniversary photo package is ready." For a moment I could not breathe. My chest tightened so sharply I thought a knife had slipped between my ribs. I had not been at any hotel for any anniversary. My husband Daniel had been, apparently. At least, someone using his reservation had been. The tiny preview image showed a man and woman wrapped together in soft golden light. Only half of the man's face was visible in the frame, but it was unmistakably his. My husband. My partner. My past 15 years. My hand trembled so hard my phone almost slipped into the sink. A slow buzzing filled my ears. My vision pulsed at the edges. My first instinct was denial. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was a promotional sample. Maybe it was an old photo from some event I had forgotten. But the woman in the picture was not me. She had long dark hair and a smile that curled with a softness that suggested secrets. Her head rested on Daniel's chest like she had known the shape of him for a long time. My heartbeat knocked in my throat. For a moment I stood rooted, staring at the image as the world around me dimmed. Something inside me wanted to defend him. He had been on a business conference trip. He had said things were busy and loud and draining. He had said he missed me. The word anniversary glowed in the subject line like a cruel spotlight. I clicked the link. I should not have. But I did. A full gallery opened. Daniel's hands on her waist. Her arms draped around his neck. Both dressed up in clothing I had never seen. A fancy restaurant table behind them. Champagne flutes. A heart-shaped cake. My breath stuttered. He was not just cheating. He was celebrating. A hot rush of heartbreak twisted into anger that burned through my chest so fiercely, I had to brace myself against the kitchen counter. The cold marble steadied me. Barely. I called him. He answered on the second ring, his voice warm and casual. "Hey, sweetheart. Everything all right?" My mouth felt full of white noise. "Daniel, where are you right now?" "Still in meetings. It is chaos here." "Why?" The lie slid out so smoothly I could almost admire the skill. Almost. "Because I just received something." My voice cracked despite my effort to control it. "Something from the hotel." Silence. A deep, dense silence. Then a soft exhale. "Listen, whatever they sent you, it is probably some mix-up. You should think carefully before saying that again." His voice tightened. "What exactly did you get?" I could hear the shift. The calculation. The panic he was trying to bury. "A photo package." I swallowed hard. "For our anniversary." Another silence. This one sharper. Then a weak, barely audible voice. "Let me explain." Then explain. But he did not. Not really. He stuttered. He mumbled. He started to construct a story that fell apart faster than he could build it. Every word he offered made me feel like I was sinking deeper into cold water. When he finally spoke clearly, the truth arrived like a quiet blade. "I have been seeing someone." My stomach lurched. "How long?" "A few months." Few. The kind of word meant to reduce damage. To shrink guilt. But I knew better. His face in the photos told the real truth. People do not hold strangers that way. I hung up. I needed air. Space. Anything that was not the walls of the home we had shared. I grabbed my purse and walked out to the porch, where the cold air slapped my skin awake. My breath puffed out in shaky clouds. I replayed everything. The late nights. The sudden interest in new clothes. The excuses. The hollow tone in his goodnight calls. I had felt something shifting but smothered the fear because the alternative hurt too much. I sank onto the porch step and let the betrayal hit me fully. It was not just the affair. It was the intimacy. The celebration. The fact he had given someone else a moment that belonged to us. Or had once belonged to us. My phone buzzed again. A text. "Please come to the hotel. I need to talk to you." I stared at the words as dread crawled through me. But curiosity mingled with anger, weaving into a dangerous resolve. I needed to see him. To look into his face and ask the questions that were splitting me apart. When I arrived at the hotel lobby, he was waiting. He looked guilty. Not devastated. Guilty. The woman from the photos was there too, sitting across the room. She looked at me with an expression that was not remorse but possession. She believed she had one. My voice came out low. You invited me here while she is still sitting 10 steps away? She wanted to talk too, he whispered. My shock hardened into something fierce. Something living. Something final. No, I said, standing straighter. She wanted to see me break. I took out my phone and showed him the full gallery. Photo after photo. His face paled. Then I smiled. A small, cold smile filled with the strength I had forgotten I had. I forwarded the entire package to your company. The conference you claim to be at does not exist. Let us see how your career enjoys this celebration. His face drained of all color. I turned away from both of them as a sense of closure settled over me like a calm that comes after a violent storm. For the first time in months, my heart felt steady. I walked out of the hotel without looking back.